Hello and welcome to Maggie's Fun Time. This is Magzie, and today we are doing the Gnome Priest. As promised, I'm going to do one each. We are now on my main account. I put 30 days on it so I can do some of the stuff on here. Don't get a main account until you're actually ready and sure that you're actually going to want to play it, because it's a lot of money to spend on a maybe. So continue with the free-to-play trial account until you know that this is the game you want to play. Okay. So with that in mind, this is my main account, so I do have BOA, so I'll be using some of them on this particular character. I've showed you two without them, so gameplay is not that much different with or without. Just a little bit easier on the clothy tunes. And let's see if we can get this guy out of our picture. Excuse me. Okay, so this is a priest or heals and DPS. Excuse me, let me face forward. There we go. Heals or priest or heals and DPS. So this is going to be the one we're going to be running and showing you all the healing stuff we need to show you. And I'll be giving you little healing tips along the way. First of all, since this is going to be your healing tune, you do want to go ahead and get the Healum. It's Healium, I think. And what it does is the people in your party are linked up to your Healum. And it puts them down here, and it puts I think up to 15 or 12. Let's see, hold on. 15. Up to 15 buttons here. And what you can do is you can link those up to heal spells, and then the people in your party, there's one line for each person in your party. Okay. This guy's annoying me. Okay, so try to get a good view. Okay, so then when you press that spell, it automatically targets the person that line's on. So if I have heal here and my tank is the third one down, then if I click heal on that tank, then it'll automatically target the tank for that line. And then and you'll see when we get in a party and start doing that kind of stuff. But for right now, we're in the starting area. This is the new gnome starting area. The old gnome starting area was actually just the dwarven area. Kind of simple. They just did the same thing as in the dwarven area, and they're in the same area. They're in the same area, so you'll be doing a lot of the same stuff that the dwarves are doing. Okay, so first things first. Since we're not on trial account anymore, we can actually use the mailbox. So if y'all have any questions, you can send them to me, and I might do a video on my main tune. Just y'all can send mail to her for answer any kind of questions y'all have. We're going to put our gear on real quick. There we go. Okay, and we're ready. So we're going to take you through this starting area here, and then I'll do some talk while I'm at. And I hate this here. So first, we're going to do a couple things here. We're going to go to interface and display, and take this realm and cloak off. And this is not the armor that I'm wearing. Anyway. So, but it's just like this for this whole starting area. You're like in the storyline here, you're irradiated with some kind of a chemical here, and you have to go through the storyline to get unirradiated so you can go out to the rest of the world without killing people. So we're going to go ahead and do this little part, and then I'll show you around upstairs, and then we'll cut the video there. Oh, and the second thing we were going to do, which we didn't do, is to go to controls and switch auto loot on again. And these guys are going to be annoying here, so we're going to go up this way a little bit. Here we go. Now, I do have the dwarven one made, but this one will probably go up before the dwarf one goes up, just because the dwarf one is too long. So I'm going to start breaking these up into 2 different episodes. Sure. We'll switch to combat log though. We won't get no unwanted chats. So I will show the realm I'm on a different video, or at the end of the video maybe. Now once you get a regular account, make sure you join a guild, and this is going to sound kind of pompous, but make sure it's at least a level 25 guild so you get the maximum amount of experience. But you also want to do a little research in the guild to make sure it's a good guild and not one of them sorry guilds that just out to make money. And your main objective is to just find a level 25 guild at the beginning. You can still search. You can do research online and then join one, quit the one you're in and join one that you actually like. And without BOAs, that's the easiest way to get the boost to your experience while you're leveling. So this guy wants us to come down here and rescue some of these guys that aren't crazed enough to try to kill people. So we'll try to get these survivors out of here before they turn evil. Evil. I don't know why they're frozen in place. I never really understood that. Maybe they're just scared to death. Maybe they just gotta go potty really, really bad. And eventually we're supposed to be taking back over Gnome Guard, so I don't know when that's going to happen, but as I've said in my previous videos, Gnome is my favorite all-time race, so I'm a little biased towards them. And we need one more, don't we? There's one. Now, you don't have to do this quest to go to the other lands. Most of the newer races you have to do the starting area to get out, but you can totally just go outside. You don't have to do this quest to get unirradiated.
Hey, off and away. Daylight's burning.
Now, if you are going heals, your main objective is probably to get to level 15 so you can run dungeons, or level 10 if you're going PvP, so you can start healing dungeons, or healing BGs, which is battlegrounds. And I am assuming that you are not going priest just to solo your way through the entire game questing, because there's a whole lot easier characters to use to do that than priest.
Interesting.
Priests don't really become soloable in the harder areas of the game till about 2025. So you're going to probably struggle a little bit at the beginning. So we completed that quest, we turned it in to him. He says we need to complete the decontamination process. So we're just going to jump on this little guy here. I am not using the default UI. There's a different UI that I use. I have 3 different ones, so I can showcase them off to you. If I'm not mistaken, this one is GUI for MOP, and you can get this one on the Curse client. Just download it off the internet, and then it'll scan your computer for games that it has mods for, and then it'll tell you which mods it has. You can just go on there and add them on, and it automatically puts them into your game, and you don't have to do anything.
Pleased to meet you.
Very, very
You have a
simple.
great day now.
And this guy here tells you to get a teleport. You won't read these quests, but if you actually stop for a second once you get to this point, there's a dude over here.
Seeing you.
This dude over here teleports you straight up to the top, whereas this little, you have to wait for this thing to come down and then wait for it to go back up. So you just talk to this dude here and the teleportation specialist, and you just hit the send me to the surface, and you don't have to walk all that way.
Salutations.
And then you tell us, hey, we're nice and clean, and
Off and away.
so here is the ancestral robes. This is what they look like, and they are ugly to me. I don't know. I would kind of like these things to switch what they look like depending on what class you're playing them on, but I don't know if they can do that.
Interesting.
I always transmuggle them. When I get high enough, I get some gear and just transmuggle them to where they look different. They look cool while I'm leveling. You can play with the hat on if you do. I just don't like playing with the hat on or the cloak. It just gets in the way. And sometimes the weapon on your back goes through the cloak, and it irritates me for it to have a graphical glitch like that. So this is the gnome starter area. Now we'll go over the gnome starter area, then I'll cut the video, and then we'll come back and do the questing part. I don't know too much about this area. I don't normally stay here. This is the new monk trainer. You won't have access to this person or the monk class until you actually upgrade all the way up to the Mist of Pandoria expansion. But I believe she's still here, so, and you can talk to her. You can just walk up to her. She'll say some stuff to you. Yeah, it's kind of snooty. I hate snooty pandas. The king is up here yapping away at some fictitious thing he's seen on this little pad here. And they'll make you try to watch this invisible stuff throughout your quest. There is an inn, I believe, for here, where you got a mailbox. And I don't know if your Hearthstone sets you back to here or not. I think it puts you back in the other building over there. And let's bring up our map. And remember, we want to lower our map down to where it's minimum so we can walk around and still see stuff. And you can see we got a quest up here to go talk to somebody. We'll do that in a minute. This is the area here that we're at. This is the gnome starting area. And if we go out some, this entire area here is the Dwarven lands called I cannot pronounce this name right, so do not hound me in the chat below. Dunrow? No clue how to say this name. But this is they just refer to the whole, usually they just refer to this whole area as the Dwarven area. Nobody actually calls this area by its right name unless they're somebody who's played for a really long time. And before anybody asks, these little numbers here are the X and Z coordinates on the map. wherever my little cursor is pointing on the map. It's one of the little features of the GUI that I have on here. Now the bad thing about this GUI is it will not auto equip your spells, so you might have to put the spells on your bar manually. Let's see. I don't know where any of the shops are here, or if there are shops here. I know there's a few over there by the waterfront. And of course, if there's an innkeeper over here, you can talk to him and get some supplies. Is there any shops in here? I didn't check these guys. Nope. Just being lazy. Let's look on the map. I don't want to go the wrong way. Yeah, it's over here near the ice flow lake. Now, I don't advise you to run off into these areas by yourself. And as you can see, these things are neutral, like all the other starting areas. These things are neutral. Unless I right click on this dude like this right here, he won't attack me. There we go. Also, these guys, if you get skinny, you can't skin these guys unless they changed it. I don't think they have. This is the herbs from herbalism, and if you run into one of these guys, you scroll over. They'll tell you if you can get it or not. It'll tell you. This little tooltip that'll tell you what level you have to be to get it to. And where is? It's down. Now I won't go through this whole area on foot here. I'm just going to do a couple of these. This is the pet battling thing, and I'll show this off later. But you just find one of these guys with a little green paw above your head. If you're up to Mr. Pandoria, you can just right click on this dude and do like little pet battle stuff. Nah, we'll go ahead and do it. Just right click on him, and you have to get your pet battle training first. And then there's little options down here, and you just click on them. And each one of these attacks, they have one to start out with, and the other ones they get as they level. What does this one do? Do wind again. These are not my main people. I was just trying to level these up a little bit. Ooh, no, 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 dang. No. Thank God. We want to capture this dude. He's blue. The rarity of them is up here, and it shows you like there's different rarities. There's white, green, blue, purple, and the more rare they are, is the better ones you want, because they're better. Just like items, you want the blue ones over the other ones based on their stats and stuff. I guess I can't get this guy. That sucks though, cause he was blue. That's it. And you kill him and you gain experience. And you can switch your pets out. It's like Pokemon. You can switch your pets out, and each one that was in will get a split of the actual experience. Stay away from these guys because they will wreck your stuff at this low level. You'll get to loathe those guys when you start running dungeons. Now, if there are shops up there, you can find them up there. This is the only place I know that has shops. So, unless they changed it, yeah. There's the ale and wine for the dwarves in you. You can buy some alcohol and drink it while you're leveling. And this is a leather armor, dude. So you can use him to repair your stuff and to sell stuff.
Oh, with you.
So let's head back up here, and we'll start doing some of these quests. So pretty much you don't have to really decide what you're going to be until level 10. That's when you choose your specialization. So then, until then, you can just basically attack and then just goof around with it. But by level 10, you want to know whether you're going to be a healer or DPS, because the priests only have one DPS designed spec. Now you can DPS on holy and also on discipline, but people will pick on you all the time because you're disciplined and you're holy and you're running DPS. No matter what your DPS on your recount says, no matter what, they'll still pick on you. And you just get too many questions. But if you don't mind that, you can always ignore people. We'll close your chat out. I forgot how to do that. Like I did. You can just... There's another thing here, and you just put it on there. Or you can... you're in a guild, so you can put your... Let me show you that. You can right-click on your guild message here, and click Move to New Window, and just leave it on your guild message tab. Then you don't have to ever look at the first tab. So we'll get up here to our first quest, and then I'll cut the video, and we will go to the next part. So this is Doc's Copspin. He's going to want you to do some quests for him. Find some materials so he can build nasty little things. So this is Magzie, and make sure you like this video. If you like this video, smack the like button. If you subscribe to my channel, we'll send you little messages when I post new videos, and you come check them out. If you like this and want to share it with your friends, there's a little share tab at the bottom. You click on that tab and then highlight the link and copy it, and then you can post it on your Twitter or Facebook, whatever, and your friends can come check it out. And I will see you on the next episode.